conclusion of term 1. And just to remind you guys, term 1 started off with the number system. So the whole natural numbers, whole numbers, rational numbers, integer saga. That's where we started off in term 1. So just to see if you guys remember what all of these are, of course, I'm going to start us off with the table where you tick all that is applicable. Hi, Luyanda. I'm going to need someone to help me fill this table out. First, I'm going to need someone to help me define all of these, just so remind everyone what a natural number, a whole number, a rational number, and an integer is. And then we're going to fill in the table. Who's going to help me with the short and sweet definition? Anyone? There we go. Hello, I believe. I think. Hello.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
I know natural numbers as counting numbers.
Counting numbers, so they start from where to where?
1 to infinity.
Thank you very much. Is that the only definition you're giving me?
Ma'am, and also rational numbers.
Okay, what are rational numbers?
Rational numbers are recurring and terminating decimals.
Recurring and terminating decimals, or they can be written as a fraction. So either they can be written as A over B, or recurring and terminating decimals, I almost said fractions. Thank you very much. Who's going to help me with the whole number and integer definition? Anybody? Anyone want to help me with the whole number? There we go. I see a hand, Pumzile.
Evening, ma'am.
Evening.
Can I give the definition of a whole number?
Okay, let's see what whole numbers are.
A whole number are numbers from 0 and infinity.
From 0 to infinity. Thank you. And who's going to give me the one for integers? Tammy, I'm guessing your hand is up because you're going to give me the one for integers. Hi, Tammy. Tammy, you are unmuted, but we cannot hear you. So let's check your mic. If something is up there. Oh, okay, we can't hear anything. So let me see in the chat. Anyone have a definition for us for integers? Let me share.
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
An integer is a positive or negative whole number or a 0.
Thank you. Positive and negative whole numbers. You said something so important. Whole numbers. Thank you very much. And 0. Okay, so now that we have gotten that out the way, let us start taking our table. Okay, so I need you guys to tell me the square root of 250. Is this a perfect square? What is the answer when you square root 250? What happens when we square root 250? Then tell me, based on your answer, is it natural, whole, rational, or an integer? Or is it none of the above? That's completely an option, guys. It's possible that it won't be any of these that are up. We're very quiet. There we go. Babalo says, the square root of 250 is 15,81. Is that correct? Is that not correct? Do we know how to square root on the calculator? What's going on? The rest of us are extremely quiet, so I'm not sure what you guys are thinking. And then it's correct. So if this would give you an answer of 15,81, is it a natural number? Let me know, is it a natural number? Non-Tobacco says rational number because it is a terminating decimal. That is correct. Oh, Quentin, you need to look at the definitions. Whole numbers do not include decimals or fractions. Now this answer over here has 8,81, which is a decimal. So it cannot be a natural or a whole number. Nicole, remember rational numbers, we said terminating decimals. This decimal has definitely terminated. It stopped at 1. You see, so you can technically write this as a fraction. So it is in fact rational. However, it is not an integer. Let us go to the second one. -5,32. What are we thinking over here? Anyone have any ideas? Anyone? Integers. Remember we said integers are positive and negative whole numbers. Is 5,32 a whole number? What is this over here? Tammy says rational. No, ma'am. Can it be a rational number? No, rational. Quentin says integer. Quentin, need to remember our definitions. Remember, integers are positive and negative whole numbers. This is not a whole number because it has a decimal. Kalhala says irrational. Yo, guys. Please remind me of the definition of rational numbers again in the chat. I want to see that we all have it. Pumuzile.
Ma'am, I'd like to ask, ma'am, does a decimal number stand as an integer?
No, because we said it's positive and negative whole numbers, meaning
Okay.
-5 or -2. But as soon as it has a decimal or a fraction, then it is no longer an integer.
I see, ma'am. Thanks.
Follow, what is a natural number? Let's go through our definitions again. We are forgetting our definitions. Natural numbers are counting numbers, guys, meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You never count and say 1,5, 1,2. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whole numbers are the set of natural numbers, just including 0. So it's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's not possible for this to be a whole number because it has a decimal. Do you see that? Okay, a rational number is a terminating decimal or recurring decimal, or can be represented as A over B, right? So this is a rational number, guys. Remember, guys, if it's 2 decimal places, then we put it over 100. So this is going to be -532 over 100. That is a fraction, A over B. So this is indeed a rational number. Ooh, we are struggling with our definitions. Guys, we need to go. This is the point of revision. Now we know we have to go revise our definitions. Okay. And then what is the third one? What do we call this? Oh, that was a mistake. What do we call this? Thank you, Narisha. It is pi, not the pie you eat, just pi. Okay, and we should all know that pi is none of the above, as you have so nicely told me. It is not a terminating. It is irrational, Quentin. So if it is not rational, it is irrational. So we don't take any of these blocks over here. Now let's check the last one, the cube root of 343. What is the answer when you cube root 343? What do you multiply by itself 3 times to get 343? Thank you, Nontabeko. That would be a 7. Okay, I hope you guys know how to cube root, or you know your cube root off by heart. You should know it. Okay, so now that we know the answer is 7, thank you, Balisa. It is indeed a whole number. Is it a rational number? I mean, a natural number, excuse me. Thank you, Quentin. It's a natural number. Is it a rational number? We're done by rational now. Tammy says yes. Tiamo says no. Chloe says no. Those who are saying no, why are you saying it is not a rational number? Those who are saying no, okay, we've established that it is an integer, but let's go back to rational. Those who are saying it is not a rational number, jeez. Yes, Quentin, it is a natural and a whole number. Thank you, Balisa. So 7 is the same as 7 over 1. So that would indeed make it a rational number. And also, I see your hand just went up. And I am joking here. I don't understand. Hello. Okay. Never mind. So it is indeed a rational number because you can write it as 7 over 1. Great. Oh, that was a lot. I feel like I have reminded, excuse me, a lot of you guys about your number system. Now, obviously, if we're talking about whole numbers and integers and exponents and all of that, we have to talk about the order of operations, otherwise known as bedmas. Some of you may know it as bodmas. Okay, so all this is a guide for solving mathematical expressions and equations. Okay, so we always start where the brackets are. Now, there's one thing I need to emphasize here with brackets. There's one thing I need to emphasize with brackets. When we say brackets, we're not talking about that. Okay, because what are you going to solve there? You can't solve anything. This bracket is just showing you that the 2 is negative, like it is containing the operation for 2. So it's showing you that the 2 is negative. So those are not the brackets we're talking about. We're talking about if you have brackets like 7 plus 3 squared. Okay, those are the brackets we're talking about because you have an actual expression inside the bracket to solve. So keep that in mind when you say brackets. First, exponents is obviously exponents and surds. So if I say cube root of 64, these two are all contained in the exponents. Someone asked me in the other class, why did they change it to from bodmas to bedmas? And I told them it's because now we are more directly dealing with exponents. Remember in the lower grades, right? Like for instance, primary, you would mainly focus on division, multiplication, maybe brackets now and then, and addition and subtraction. But now in high school, you have been introduced very heavily to exponents, laws of exponents. So they had to change the O to E, just so you understand where those fall in the order of operations. Okay. And then we have division and multiplication. Remember, these are interchangeable. So you can do either one. First, you can multiply before you divide or divide before you multiply. Similarly with these ones, they are interchangeable. You can subtract before you add, and you can add before you subtract. I don't think I said anything tricky here, so I think we can go straight into solving some sums using the order of operations. I'm going to put this up for 5 seconds for you guys to screenshot. Just to remind you, auto write it down quickly because you're going to need it for the next thing that we're doing. And I am still choking, and I understand what's going on with my throat. Okay, are we done? I'm gonna assume we're done. Okay, there I am helping you think over there. There's our first one. Let's do number A. Let's do number A. Is someone gonna help me do it? Anyone? Quentin. Hi, Quentin.
Hi, ma'am.
You ready to help me?
Yes, I'm ready.
Cool. Where do we start?
We start by positive and positive change to negative.
Quentin, you have to start where you see there are brackets that need to be solved. Did you hear what I said previously? I said you check, where do I have brackets that have an expression inside? Remember, you always start with B, which is brackets. So let's start with brackets, Quentin. What is -2 minus 3?
-5.
-5. So this bracket is going to be -5 squared. You guys, I know someone's going to ask me, ma'am, can we do more steps at once and what? And that's fine, but I recommend that you go step by step. Okay, great, Quentin. After brackets, what was next in our order of operations?
Exponent.
Exponents. Guys, you don't have to expand. If you know what, and even if you do expand, that's part of exponents, right? That's part of exponents, guys, because what are you expanding? You are writing that the squared means you are multiplying that thing twice. Unless you are expanding something else that I don't understand. But yeah, so we do have exponents. What is -5 squared, Quentin?
Positive 25.
Positive 25. Brilliant. For those of you who are confused, you just said -5 times -5. Two negatives give you a positive, and 5 times 5 is 25. This I'm still going to leave. Plus, what's 4 squared? It's
256.
Positive?
256.
4 squared. 4 times 4?
Oh, sorry, ma'am. 16.
16 divided by 2. Okay, we've dealt with our exponents. What is next? What
8.
is next? We've done brackets, we've done exponents. Letter says divide. Do we have any division here? Yes, we do. Over there. So we have a 25. Leave this alone. Plus, what's 16 divided by 2?
8.
8. Beautiful. And then multiplication. That is where these come in, guys. These operations that are next to each other are actually being multiplied by each other. So tell me, a positive and a negative are going to give you what? What is the final answer there that I have?
Positive
Guys,
8.
Plus and negative give you what? We are doing steps for a reason. Okay, let's not skip steps. I'm seeing you guys in the chat. A positive and a negative. Thank you, Inga. We are not listening to instructions in the chat. -5 plus 8. Now we can say 20 minus 5 is how much? $20 minus 5.
15.
Do you see what happens when we skip steps, guys? What is 20 minus 5? Thank you, Balisa. Plus 8. 28. So guys, do you see how many people got it wrong in the chat? I hope we have learned our lesson. When I say we go step by step, we go step by step. I hope we have learned our lesson. So you need to listen to me. When I say what's the next step, what's the next step, we follow the next steps. We don't jump and try to give the last answer, because had you given the wrong answer at the end, if I were your teacher, I would mark you wrong. Okay, so I hope you guys learned your lesson. Step by step, there's no need to rush, guys. Okay, Kukanya. Okay, that's
Evening,
fine,
ma'am.
but you still wouldn't have gotten 7, Hello. I'm talking to the people above there who gave an answer that was, yeah. There we go. Kukanya, you ready?
Yes, I am, ma'am.
You don't want to do the next one, right?
Yes, I do want to do the next one.
Yes, let's do it then.
Okay. So what I did was I did 2 times -5 is equal to -10. And then I brought down the +18. And then for the 3 to the power of 2, I changed it to like divided by 9. And then underneath that I did, so it was going to be -10 plus 18 divided by 9. Then 18 divided by 9 is 2. And then it becomes -10 plus 2, which equals to -8.
Thank you very much, Kukanya. Thank you very much. Okay, that was a pretty easy one, right, guys? So the steps just go. You do your exponents. We didn't really have brackets. Okay, we didn't really have brackets. We didn't have to solve these brackets. It was just a -5. So you do, remember I said there are some people who are comfortable doing multiple steps in the same thing. It is definitely not 16. Okay, definitely not 16. So you start here. You say 3 squared because that will be your exponents, and that's where we got the 9. Okay, when you divide 18 by 9, you get the 2. Then multiplication, this here. 2 times -5, a positive and a negative give you a negative. 2 times 5 is 10, so you end up with -10 plus 2, and that gives you -8. I saw hands go up. I'm wondering if these are questions. Jonathan, do you have a question?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Ma'am, on the previous sum over here, it said 25 minus 5 plus 8. Ma'am, wouldn't it, ma'am, like, isn't we following bedmas? So why would we say 25 minus 5 equals 20 plus 8 equals 28? Isn't it supposed to be addition first? 5 plus 8.
No, remember when I said these are interchangeable. Do you remember at the top here? Where is it? There. Remember when I made this squiggly bracket that looks terrible? This one.
Yes, ma'am.
I said these were interchangeable. What that means is if you only have divide and multiply in a sum, you just go from left to right. Okay.
Okay.
Because what you're doing, Jonathan, what you're doing makes sense, but if there were brackets, let me show you what I mean. So if you want to say to me, I must minus these 2, that means there would have been brackets here. Do you see that? Because then it would have ended up being 25 minus 5 plus 8, which is 13, which doesn't correspond with what we're saying here. For that to work, it would have had to be -5 minus 8. Do you see?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand what I mean?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
these operations are independent. So this negative only belongs to 5 and the positive belongs to the 8. So you subtract 5, but you add 8. If you want to do it the way you are doing it, you would have had to put these 2 in brackets, and then you would have had to subtract 5 plus 8, which is 13, which is not what we were doing here. Do you see? But that's a good question. I like it.
Oh, okay.
But do you understand why?
Yes, ma'am.
Wonderful. Okay, that was a very nice question, guys. I hope you all heard that. I hope you all heard that. The negative only belongs to the 5. So you can only subtract 5. You can't subtract 5 and then subtract 8. Okay, guys? I hope we understand that. And even if you first did negative 5 plus 8, negative 5 plus 8 would give you positive 3, because you're going to start on the number line at negative 5. When you're adding, you go that way. So you're going to be negative 4, negative 3, negative 2, blah, 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 and you're going to end up at positive 3. So then your last step was going to be 25 plus 3, and you'll still end up at 28. Brilliant question, Jonathan. I love it. Okay, Tammy, do you have a question?
Hi, ma'am.
Hello.
Okay, ma'am, I wanted to do the next one with you.
Oh, okay. Let us go to the next one with me. This one.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, ma'am. So firstly, what you do, you can start by simplifying 200 minus 79, which is going to give you the square root of 121 over 11. And then you can say 121. Oh, ma'am, you can say the square root of 121 and 11, which is going to give you 11 over 1. And when it's fully simplified, your answer is 11.
So it's the square root of 11, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you very much. This would be correct. This one was too easy for you guys. This one was too easy for you guys. The answer is not 1, Papiri. Be careful. Because remember, you have to square root both the 121 and the 11. So if the square root was exclusive to the numerator, then you would have an answer of 1. But do you see why I say don't skip steps, guys? Today's lesson is don't skip steps. I think that's today's lesson. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to try this one on your own while I fetch my charger. And then we're going to talk about it when I am back. A few minutes to number D that I just numbered now on your own. And then I'm coming back and we will do it together. Before I leave, let me have people have questions. Emiche, do you have a question?
Yes, ma'am. I just wanted to ask about letter B.
B.
Yes.
Let me go back. Yes, what's happening there?
So you said 2 multiplied by negative 5 gives you negative 16.
Negative 10. It's a 10. It's not a 60. Let me write my 0 properly. As you can see in the next step, I wrote 10.
Oh, okay.
You see?
I just wanted to understand. Yes. Thank you.
Beautiful. You're welcome. Papedi, do you have a question? Let me go back down so you guys can see.
Yes, ma'am. I do have a question, ma'am. So, ma'am, the reason why I said it was 1 is because it said simplify 200 minus 72 to 121. So it gave me the square root. If when it gave me the square root, it says since 11 times 11 is 121, the square root of 121 is 11. So I did 11 divided by 11 as a fraction. I canceled it. It gave me 1. So
okay, let me tell you why you can't do that. Do you see that the square root applies to the whole question?
Yes, ma'am.
So if you're going to square root here, if you're going to say square root of 121, you have to go to the bottom and say the square root of 11. Do you see?
Yes, ma'am.
So you cannot only square root 121 and then leave 11 out of it and say, therefore, the answer of the square root of 121, you cannot do this because that square root was not only for the numerator, it was over the whole question. Do you see that?
Yes, ma'am.
So do you understand why you cannot do that? You first have to work inside the square root sign. And inside the square root sign, it says 121 divided by 11. which is why we ended up with the square root of 11.
I understand now, ma'am.
There we go. Tammy, do you have a question?
No, ma'am, I have the answer.
Oh, okay, guys. Give me 2 more minutes. I'm just going to fetch a charger for my laptop. Otherwise, the lesson is going to end way too soon. And then Tammy will take it over for me. Okay, give me a few minutes, guys. Those who are not done, just continue working. Okay, Tammy, you ready to do this one with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Beautiful. Let me scroll down to give myself some space to write, and then you can take it over.
Can I start?
Yeah, boy.
Okay, ma'am. So firstly, you must simplify what's in brackets. So you're gonna say 5 minus 8, which is going to give you -3 in brackets, squared, plus 4 cubed, plus 15 all over 1 cubed, plus the square root of 49. And then, the next step is you are going to simplify you're going to simplify your exponent. So you're going to say -3 squared, which is going to give you +9, plus 64 plus 15, and then over 1 plus 7, because the square root of 49 is 7. And then you're gonna say 9 plus 64 plus 15 is going to give you 88, and then 1 plus 7 is going to give you 8. And then 88 divided by 8 is 11.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Thank you, guys. I'll see you in the chat. I hope we can see now the value of following steps. I hope we can. You guys are so brilliant. I know this is way too easy. Guys, Simone is motivating me to next lesson to come up with questions that are, that have substance, not these things, just questions that have substance.
We have to get them confused, at least for one sound.
I know. I know I was too lenient on this one. It's fine. Guys, it's just revision now. Ooh. Ha, okay. My charger did the wrong things again, so I'm going to give you more minutes to do this one. There we go. This is not hard either, but it is what it is. It's revision. So work on this one, guys.
Guys, for this one, what's the first step that you're going to do?
Very quiet. I think they are even done with this one.
I'm sure
Ugh.
they're waiting to bombard us with the answers already.
Anybody? Tata's like, no. Tata, I don't believe you because what's next is gonna be a very hectic answer. And I'm gonna be there with eyes open, shocked. Like, where did this come from? I know, it's just long. That's all it is. Papedi, is Papedi done?
Yes, ma'am, but this is gonna be a shocking expanded answer, ma'am.
Okay, let's hear what you got. Where did we start?
We start by saying negative 3. Like we take out some of the brackets.
Okay, so you just want to write it without brackets.
Yes, that's it.
Okay, so you're gonna say
negative 3 multiplied by negative 5 plus 32 divided by 4 to the power 2 minus bracket negative 4 bracket plus 5 to the power of 2. Then we say negative 3 multiplied by negative 5 plus 32 divided by 16 that we got from simplifying negative we got by saying 4 to the power of 2. That's how we got it, the 32 divided by 16 minus bracket equals to minus 4 bracket plus 5 to the power of 2. Negative 3 multiply negative 5 plus 32 divided by 16 equals to minus bracket negative 4 bracket plus 25. 15 plus 32 divided by
look again. That exponent, is that a 5 cubed or 5 squared?
5 to the power of 2 now.
Are you sure? Look again at the question. The last 5, is it to the power of 2 or to the power of 3?
Let me check. Oh, damn. So my whole equation was wrong, sorry, man.
Yo, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. So this, instead of 25, is just going to be 125.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm guessing you multiplied after that.
Yes, man.
So you were here. Okay. You'll just adjust your final answer. Just tell me what you wrote after this.
My final answer.
No, just tell me the next step. The next step. So you said negative 3 times negative 5 gave you how much?
Negative. I'm at step number. Okay, it gave me say negative 3 multiplied by negative 5 plus 32 divided by 60 minus bracket negative 4 bracket plus
125.
Yes, ma'am.
There we go. And then next.
I said 15 plus 32 minus divided by 60 equals to minus bracket negative 4 plus 125. 15 plus 2 minus bracket to the bracket negative 4 bracket plus 125. You remove the what are the things parent, so not your ma'am.
Parentheses. What do the two negatives give you?
Positive.
Positive. Thank you.
15
plus
2 plus 25 plus 125. 17 plus 4 plus 125.
So what's your final answer?
Oh, my final answer around again. It's 146.
Beautiful. Thank you, Pepe. You only missed one step. but you knew how to fix it.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you, ma'am.
Whew, I see a lot of different answers. Do we see where we made our mistakes? That's what I want to know. Do we see where we made our mistakes? Yes, the answer is 146. I know, Simone. Oh my gosh, I can't believe. See, guys, sometimes bedmas doesn't just go straight forward. But my point is, do we see the mistakes? If you can't see the mistake, that's when I'm concerned. But if you can identify it and you're able to fix it, let's start. There we go. Havana has seen a mistake. I want everyone to identify where they went wrong and then never make that mistake again. Okay, well, maybe not never. I'm being a little bit dramatic, but okay, just watch out for that mistake. Because this is like, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, guys, remember this video is going to be uploaded. Man. You must just go there and follow this and try to redo this step by step. What's the number after the equal? There are so many equals, my dear. Is it the last one? It's 146. The final answer is 146. 17 plus 129, and I got 146. Okay, who's up for a brain break? I'm sure up for a brain break. If I can, okay, there we go. Palace's hand was like, boom, I'm up for a brain break. Yes, Palisa, you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we're playing Would You Rather again. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, would you rather have no internet or no cell phone?
No internet.
What are you gonna do with your cell phone that doesn't have internet? Please tell me.
Ma'am, I'll be taking videos on Snapchat. I don't know.
Oh my God. And do what with them? Because you can't even upload them.
Ma'am, we'll make a plan.
You guys are
Then what?
addicted to use the cell phones. Oh my
What's the use of having a phone and there's no internet?
You said that. Why would you use phone without internet? I would rather have no cell phone, guys.
No, man,
It doesn't matter if you have data. You don't have internet. Not data, guys. Listen. Internet. Even if you have data, you don't have it. What are you gonna do with it? I would rather have no phone, guys. I'll use my laptop. It's fine. Math teachers are strong. People are busy hunting Easter eggs and they're helping us pass. This is so dramatic. Okay, Abisha, are you ready for the next one?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's see. Would you rather get cleaning supplies or a weighing scale as a gift?
A weighing scale.
Isn't that offensive? Like if someone gave you a scale, wouldn't you be like, are you trying to tell me something?
I would prefer the weighing scale, ma'am, because cleaning supplies.
I feel like the weighing scale is very offensive because that's like someone saying, maybe you should weigh yourself. That's how it feels. I see some people would rather get cleaning supplies. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. You guys want stuff that lasts. People say weighing scale. I know, Havana, cleaning supplies is also very offensive because they're telling you to clean. They're like, let's supply you with stuff. Clean your house. Imagine. Guys, sure. Havana, you ready for the next one?
Sure, ma'am.
Would you rather never brush your teeth or never brush your hair? And you're not
Oh,
allowed to cut your hair. Just let it grow, but
No.
you're never allowed to.
No, that's difficult, ma'am. Oh, oh, no way. Ma'am, this is two negative things
Never
right
brush
here.
your teeth or never brush your hair.
Ma'am, if you never brush your teeth are gonna fall out. And if you don't brush your hair, you're gonna look like a bush.
So you must just let it grow.
Oh, yeah, ma'am, I'd rather just never brush my hair. Yo.
I will wear a beanie. You're gonna need a huge beanie because it said you're not allowed to cut.
There's
You're
no
not
shaving. It doesn't say no cut.
You must leave it there. Let it grow.
Oh, ma'am,
In its
no.
knots. All the knots, let them grow.
Ma'am.
This is funny. I like confusing you guys with these things.
Isn't funny, ma'am.
It's hilarious. Let's see if
No.
Sia's ready for the next one. See, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Otepile would rather never brush teeth. I can't even with you guys. Would you rather have hands for feet or feet for hands? Yeah.
Hands for feet or feet for hands. I go for hands for feet because like I can grab things with my feet and also I can still write with my hands. So I don't want to not be able to write anything because that would
And what
really
would
hinder
yours
my
look like?
progress.
Your shoes
Like
will
even
be
though I won't be able to wear shoes anymore, I'm still okay because like I'll still be able to use my hands and I'll have extra ones just in case.
okay. You guys are smart. I like your reasoning. Imagine what that would look like running. Like I can't even imagine. I don't know why you put that image in my mind. I can't even. Minense, you guys are laughing at me.
Yes, ma'am.
You ready?
Always.
Would you rather walk to school in snow every day or in 40-degree weather every day?
Snow.
Snow.
Yes, ma'am.
You know your toes will freeze off, guys. Do you know frostbite? I don't think you guys understand the cold. Like every single day of your life, forever and ever. Sure. But at the same time, in the heat, imagine you guys are not allowed to put off your blazers. They will smell like I don't know what. Whew. Look at all these Elsas in the chat. Okay. Let it go. It's fine. We're frozen. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. It's okay.
Which one did you pick, ma'am?
I would go to online classes because I ain't about to do any of these. I don't know. I hate cold. Like my brain stops working when I'm cold. I focus on staying alive. Okay. Whew. Imagine getting to school sweaty, guys. Imagine I have to do your sweat. I would
That is
die.
so embarrassing.
I would straight up die. Bashe? What does Bashe have to say?
Ma'am.
I'd
go to school when it's snowing.
So you guys prefer the cold?
Yes.
Wow. Okay. That's fine, guys. I know where I stand with you guys. Frozens and
I
also
feel like this goes back to our question last week about would you rather be like freezing cold or super hot?
Yeah, it does.
I'm with
But
you.
like,
I can't do
imagine
the cold.
traveling. Oh,
No way.
I think walking to school is what makes it worse. Oh my god. Ugh. Okay, guys, I still have one part of our lesson. Still have one part. So here's what's gonna happen. I'm going to show you a bunch of questions, and you need to do as many of them as possible in 3 minutes. After 3 minutes, I'm gonna write down as many answers as I can, and you'll check yourself and see. NB, no calculators. Don't cheat me, guys. Do not cheat me. And if you do, you're cheating yourself because then you're not letting this calculator work. Okay, so please, no calculators. I'm about to put up the questions. Do as many as you can in 3 minutes. And 1, 2, 3, go. Tabby saying, do you have a question? Tabby saying is working. The 3 minutes have started. We still have like 1.5 minutes left. I think for now, just do as many as you can. Then we're gonna call for fastest fingers first after the end of the 3 minutes. I have like 30 seconds left, guys. If you want to start putting your answers in the chat, go ahead. I am gonna start writing from number 1 so we can check ourselves. If I write anything that doesn't make sense, just stop me and we can talk about it. Let's see, this is 65. Yes, it is. This is it's good. Yes, 60. Six plus 35. Okay, your time is up, guys. Fastest figures first. So far, I've written the first 4 only. That is so slow. That will be 10 plus 25, which is 35. I think. So square plus 90 is 234 plus 85. Okay, I have to write this down. So far, if there's anything that does not make sense, you just stop us and you're like, I don't know how you got this. And our time is actually up. So I'm going to put up the poll. And in the next lesson, we're going to start with this. Okay, take a screenshot, do all 20. Next lesson, this is where we are starting. I'm just going to finish off this one. 15, 69, I think. Yes. Okay. Thank you guys for being such good sports today.